Hi, and welcome to the Deep Dive from Ben and Jen's podcast. We're always thinking about making home life just, well, easier. Ever dream of a house where the cleaning sort of just handles itself without you really doing much? Today, we're doing a deep dive into smart home tech, specifically how these advanced robots are actually starting to make a difference. And we've picked one device to really focus on. It's the Tapo smart robot vacuum and mop. The model is the RV30 Max Plus.
Yeah, the one with the self-emptying dock, too.
That's the one. And just so you know, we're pulling all our info straight from its Amazon product page. So our mission for you today is basically to unpack what makes this robot stand out. We'll look at the tech, what real users think, and, the overall value. Okay, so let's start with the basics. What does this thing actually do?
Well, at its core, it's a two-in-one. It vacuums and it mops.
Right. And the suction power, I saw a number there, 5,300 pen.
Yeah, 5,300 pascals in its ultra mode. That's pretty powerful suction. Good for getting deep into carpets, picking up pet hair, all that stuff.
And they mentioned deep vac technology.
Right. They claim that helps it achieve over 97% dust pickup, which, if true, is really impressive. It tackles that frustration of missed spots.
Okay, powerful cleaning is good. But the smart part, that's often where these things fall down, isn't it? How does this one navigate?
That's where it gets interesting. It uses LiDAR, the laser mapping, plus something called an IMU, an inertial measurement unit.
Okay.
So together, they create a really precise 360-degree map of your home, and that turret sensor on top. It actively helps stop it getting stuck under furniture. That was a huge pain point with older bots.
Faster mapping, too, you said.
Exactly. And it uses what they call mesh grid technology. Basically, it divides your home into small zones for really systematic cleaning. No random bouncing around.
Making sure it covers everything.
Precisely. And the brain behind it all is the Tapo IQ plus smart cleaning system.
Right, the intelligence. But what about convenience, like day-to-day use?
Well, the big one is the Smart Auto Empty Dock. That's huge.
How long does that hold debris?
Up to 60 days, they say, in a sealed 3-liter bag. So think about it, maybe 2 months without needing to empty the bin yourself.
That's wow. Especially with pets.
Definitely a game changer. And it's supposed to be fairly quiet when it's just cleaning, around 52 decibels in quiet mode, kind of like light rain.
Okay. And voice commands. Does it work with Alexa or Google?
Yep, seamless integration with both, so you can just tell it to start cleaning.
Nice. What about controlling where it cleans? Can you customize that? We've all heard stories about robots going rogue.
Yeah. Well, this one gives you quite a bit of control through the app. You get a 2D map of your house, and from there, you can draw virtual walls, block off areas, create specific no-go zones.
So you could tell it to avoid, like, the dog bowls or pile of cables.
Exactly. Plus, you can set schedules, even adjust suction power for different rooms, maybe higher for carpets.
And it knows not to mop the carpets.
Right. Yes, it's smart enough to avoid carpets when the mop pad is attached. And for big houses, it has that recharge and resume feature. If the battery runs low, it goes back, charges up, and then carries on where it left off.
Okay, that sounds pretty comprehensive. But what are actual users saying? The specs sound great, but real-world use is key.
Absolutely. And the feedback is generally strong. It holds a 4.4 out of 5 stars on Amazon from over 500 ratings.
That's pretty good. What are the common themes?
The AI summary highlights things like cleans great, easy to set up, good value, and importantly, strong suction on carpet.
Good signs. Any downsides mentioned?
Yeah, for balance, some users had mixed opinions on the app. Seems like some find it easy, others maybe less intuitive.
Okay, app usability can be subjective.
Right. And that auto-emptying process, while it's quick, apparently it can be pretty loud for that short burst when it's actually emptying the bin.
Okay, good to know.
But here's something interesting. Several users directly compared it favorably to older models from Shark, iRobot, even a much more expensive Dyson robot.
Really? Better mapping and cleaning.
That's what they reported, yeah. Better mapping efficiency seems to be a key point. And battery life gets praised, too. One user mentioned cleaning a 1900 Screw-Off-Hood home and still having over 50% battery left.
That's solid performance. And what about the price now?
It's currently listed at $249.99. And you can get optional Azurian protection plans, too, for accidental damage and stuff if you want extra cover.
So, wrapping up, it really seems like this Tapo RV30 Max Plus blends strong cleaning, smart navigation, and some really user-friendly features. Quite a compelling package, especially at that price.
It definitely looks that way. And this brings up a bigger thought, really, for you listening. As all this smart home tech gets more and more woven into our lives, how can we best use all this detailed info specs, reviews, comparisons to make genuinely informed choices about the technology we bring into our homes? Something to think about.
That's a great point. Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. If you found this useful, please do like, comment, and share. And make sure you subscribe to Ben and Jen's podcasts for more insights like this. Thanks for listening.